And we're live, baby. Damn right. Yo, we coming to you live to the In Your Face Show. 31. Episode 31. Episode 31 with my main man.
Max DeVille.
Max DeVille.
What's going on,
And
boss?
we working, baby. And we got it. And this is the In Your Face Show. And we bringing it fire. Boom. Let's get it, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
So how you been
what's up?
since
I've been
yesterday?
I've been cool, feeling good. I've been happy. Always.
Figured your game out?
Yeah, man. I
got
figured
your
that
shit squared away.
that thing out, man. I was dealing with that thing for a while, man. Oh my goodness. I was like, darn it, couldn't play my game. But I got it working, you know what I'm saying, and everything's working out just fine. Had to
Good.
create a lot of other stuff already,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
gotta
all right.
recreate all that stuff, and that sucks. But there should be 1 billion people to download now, because I mean, we were just looking around like a week after the game came out, and there was a ton of people to download.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I've been downloading people, like, if they look like real characters, I'll download them, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Uh and everything. Like I like to use other people's stuff, other people's characters and stuff, like, and put them in my universe.
Yep.
Man, it'd be so awesome. You know what I mean? But I hear you got a Kickstarter out of your character, Mary Machine
Yes,
Gun.
I do.
Tell us
Mary
about
Machine.
that.
The Kickstarter launched yesterday. We're doing fantastic. We're 24 hours into it, almost exactly. 24 hours and 42 minutes into it. We're Tales of the Tape gives us 72 backers with 28 days to go. We've raised $3,065.
Awesome, awesome.
Yep, we're
Yo,
ready.
Christian, what's up, baby?
What's up? Yeah, we're ready to go. We got the sexy women, we got the cool stories, we got the swords and the machine guns.
Let's get it, baby. Yo, tell us about Mary Machine Gun. Give us the backstory.
Mary is what's called a Templar agent. She's just the Templar agency is called the Templar Order, and they keep humanity safe from supernatural forces like vampires and ghosts and werewolves and stuff like that. They'll go out and slay them. And they work closely with the Catholic Church to send their agents undercover as nuns and priests and stuff like that, so they can move them around the world without raising an alarm. No one really thinks about, oh, there's a new nun in town. No one cares. So
Right.
they keep it on the down low when they're moving their people around. And in Mary Machine Gun issue 2, her Catholic boss, the cardinal she's working for, turns out to be a scumbag, and she ends up kind of getting him killed, and that breaks one of the laws of the Templar Order, which sends her rival Charlotte out to kill her, because Charlotte is one of the internal magistratus. She's the internal police for the Templar Order. So she's been wanting to kill Mary for a long time, and now she gets her chance. And then in the second issue, she defeated Mary in combat, and that was the end of the second issue. And this picks up with the Valkyrie, who has taken Mary to her hidey hole and is allowing her to heal.
Larry said he'll be in a few seconds.
All
Few
right.
minutes. In a few. He's
Larry's
getting in
always
mess up.
he's on Larry time.
He's always late.
He's always on Larry time.
Oh man. So where do you see, what's the best part of the Mary Machine Gun franchise?
Well, I mean, for me, it's the story, because I'm the writer, right?
Right, right. I know that. I know that. You know.
if I was if I was the artist, I'd tell you it was the artwork. If I was Fernando, I'd be like, boy, it's the art. That's the best part. No, but me and Johnny, we write it, and the story is what drives it all. Without me writing it to begin with, that's because when I first started the company, it was just me. Johnny came in this year as a partner in the business. He bought in half of the part. He bought in halfway. So we're both 50-50 on the Atrocity Press ownership now. So we work together. But the writing, it's the story, because the story is what really drives everything. I mean, without the story, there'd be no reason for the art. Without the story, there'd be no reason for the lettering, or there'd be no reason for Mary Machine Gun to even exist. But it was a story that I really wanted to tell, and I found Fernando, who is a fantastic, fantastic artist all the way around. I mean, the dude is a one man wrecking crew. He pencils it, he inks it, he colors it, and then we give the letters to SK, and he does the
Okay.
lettering.
Okay. 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 I see. I see. I see y'all getting your thing going, thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Oh man. So, what are you seeing? What is about the Mary Machine Gun story? What's the juices and berries about it? What's the grits and gravy, the potatoes and meat about it? What is it? What is
Well, a lot of people think that it's kind of like everyone. I've had a lot of people be like, man, when I bought it, I kind of expected like a dumb titty book, but it's actually really smartly written, and
okay?
it's Mary is she's going through a crisis of faith, because she knows for a fact that these supernatural creatures exist. So she knows
Uh-huh.
for a fact that God exists.
Uh-huh.
So why would God allow these supernatural creatures to cause problems against humanity if
Uh-huh.
he's an all good being and doesn't want bad things to happen to people? Then because he's good and he's all powerful, he'd have the power to stop them. And if he was all benevolent, he would want to stop them. So she's got a crisis of faith. She doesn't know what's going on. And then there's a there's a solution to it all, but that happens in the fourth book.
Right, 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 right.
Her crisis of faith is solved in the fourth book, and it all comes to be making sense.
To be making sense. Ain't
Yep.
that a so so how do you feel about, you know, giving have you collaborated with any other characters besides Mary Machine Gun?
We've got other characters that we've worked on that we have at Atrocity Press. We've got Human Hunters, which is a story about the kind of like the classic monsters, like Frankenstein's monster, voodoo priest, a mummy, uh, just all the classic monsters. The werewolf, uh, but they're also super sexy, and they're doing like Ocean's 11 style stuff. They're doing high end missions in Ocean's 11 and Mission Impossible style missions, saving people from even worse people, and going out and hunting down the worst of of humanity, trying to uh, repent for their past sins. And then
Right, right.
we've got Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space, and that's we got four stripper girls who are out currently in the middle of New York City during a zombie apocalypse, trying to find their way through it. They haven't quite become ninjas yet, but they are fighting zombies as they move through the city of New York City after a zombie apocalypse has just broken out. So that's
Hold on.
that's a super fun book.
So if you was to get sponsored, right?
Hmm.
Who would you rather you sponsor? Who would you rather get sponsored by? the boobs, the porn industry, or the comic book industry? I don't know. It's weird, weird question, but
I'm
should
trying to
I
think. The porn industry's got the most money.
ask? Hey, shit happens, man.
So they got the most money, so maybe they could afford the most
Hey, hey, and you're a freak. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know,
exactly.
we all are freaks here. You know what I mean? We all got a little freaky in us.
I mean,
Nah, but
look at my books. They're
so so how many years have you been doing this?
um Atrocity Press I've been doing for 3 years, almost four. Comic books I've been doing behind the scenes probably for like about 10 years, mostly as like production management, uh product owner, just different behind the scenes project management style things, making sure everything's going, it stays on budget, stays on time, that type of thing. And
Okay, okay.
I did a bunch of zines in the 90s, which are not comics. They're they're zines.
Hey,
and
you got what you say, you know.
we actually had a really good time making those because they were just silly, fucked up cartoons and wild stories and stuff like that. So it was a good time doing those, and they had a pretty good run. I mean, they had a pretty good subscribership. I mean, you don't really mail folded up magazines that you made at your house anymore in the mail. They don't do that anymore, but uh yeah, it was a good time. So I mean, it gave me a bunch of the skills to step into the position that I'm in now. And then Fernando, as my art director, he has made it the job just he's made my job 10 times easier, because anytime by the time something gets to me and I have to approve it, he's already seen it and he's already corrected it and it's already good to go.
Right, right, right. See, you know, those are hard to come by. You know, putting together a good team,
Oh
it's
yeah,
hard to come by. You know what I
we've got a
mean?
great team put together. We've Mateus, the guy that does Human Hunters. He's the artist for that. Fantastic. Adam Ramos does the colors for that and Ninja Bimbos, and he's fantastic. His colors are just amazing. Like, he did this thing where the guy was looking at a cell phone and he had the reflection of the guy's face in the glass of the cell phone.
Oh man,
And I was like, whoa, way to go, dude. That is impressive.
Uh, awesome. See, and that's pure art, man. So, so, how many issues you plan on bringing out for Mary Machine Gun?
This story arc will have four. So after this one, we've got one more book. Fernando's working on it now. He's about a third of the way through it. We'll be releasing it in September, in Kickstarter in
Okay.
September. Um, and then after that's done, sometime next year, we'll do a trade paperback, and then we start the next story arc, Mary Machine Gun Dark America.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So, so yeah. So, all right, we're gonna get into more questions about the comic book industry. You know what
okay.
I'm saying? So, about the comic book industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel the direction should go and parts of where it's going?
Um, well, it depends on which part of the industry you're talking about. If you're talking about the mainstream industry, or if you're talking about the independent side of the industry.
I say forget the mainstream industry. I say let's talk about the
Okay.
indies industry.
Indies industry, it's a niche industry to start with, and with the way Kickstarters and everything are going now, it has become a boutique niche industry. Where you have, like, your 6, 7, 800, sometimes maybe 1,000 backers that back your books, and they pay a premium price for your product, but your product is a premium product. You know, I mean, it's not like, I mean, some of those comic books you go out and you get from like the big two, it's like the cover is the same as the interior pages. So it's all just super floppy and it's just no good.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, our covers, where do I got? I got one. Got one right here. Mariah Benez's cover on Ninja Bimbos. Our covers they're thick. I mean, you can hear
Yeah, they thick.
it.
I remember back then, the comics was the covers was thin.
Yeah, they're about the same thin as the interior pages.
Yeah, man. I was like, what the fuck? The
Yep,
hell? I mean,
yep. So we that was one thing that we always hated. So when we decided when we were making comic books that we weren't gonna do that. We were gonna give the covers a thicker paper quality, make it better.
yeah,
Because when people are paying $15-$20 for a comic book, it better be exquisite.
right, right.
I mean, if it's just the same interior pages on the cover and the cover is all printed all floppy and it's just all kind of bent to shit, nobody's going to want that. And they're going to, and they're for $15, they're going to flip their lid. Like, I paid $15 for this.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That's like that's like a lot of situations going like with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I would rather I would rather like the new style what they do with the books. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather the thick covers because if you're heavy handed, you're gonna rip the cover.
Yeah. Well, and it helps them maintain their edges and stuff like that for CGC grading if you're really into that. If you're into grading your comic books with CGC,
Right.
then having a little thicker cover helps. It stops spine ticks as bad. It doesn't allow the edges to get messed up. I mean, there are ways you can screw the corners up easier on a little cardboard type of thing because you can, if you hit it on the corner, you're going to cause that corner to flatten out. There's just no way around that, which wouldn't happen on a regular paper cover. But I mean, the paper cover it's prone to just, you move the floppy and you're going to cause a torque in the paper, and you
Hmm.
can actually fold the page without realizing it just by doing this, moving the book back and forth because it's so flimsy.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's why you know what I'm saying, when I had book comics back then, I used to basically what you call those things? I used to rip the covers because I was so heavy handed
Mm-hmm.
and like because it was so like oh man when you first get them you know how like some books be these the paper be so fine you have to lick your fingers in order to pull them
Yeah,
apart. Yeah, I used to
yeah.
hate that.
Cheap ass comic book creator trying to save money, printing on 30 point 30 point paper.
He said 30-point paper. Hey, that's a good way. That's a good way to go about that. You know, oh shit. Yeah, hold up. Sorry about that. Sorry
Oh,
about
you're
that,
good.
brother. It don't look like you're here.
You got yourself big screen.
Oh shit, my fault.
Okay.
I hit the button.
Oh, you're
I hit
good.
the button. I hit
I
the
thought
button.
it's your show. You can be as big on the front. You can be on the front of the screen if you want.
See, man, I like to give everybody the spotlight. When you're on an in your face show, you get all the spotlight you want. Like you get all the spotlight you want. Take it, leave it. I don't care. We love it. Ah,
Ah,
Oh, LP.
what's up, my
ah,
man?
brothers,
Larry,
I am here. A little late, but I'm here.
stop being late. Stop it.
He's on Larry time.
Larry time.
Yep.
Larry time. Oh, no, no.
I just boomered there. Where's the line?
Okay.
My boomer?
So you're not a boomer.
I'm
Great.
a boomer, brother. Oh,
You're not a
yeah.
boomer.
My body says otherwise, my friend.
Hey. Keep your body to yourself. No, joke.
All right.
No, but damn it, Max.
Yeah.
So about those comics, man. I used to rip the covers and things.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate how they were so thin.
Just flimsy.
Yes, and like how they would like how they would rip. It was like actually like notebook paper. Thing like that.
Thinner than notebook paper. Old comics were printed on that. I mean, before, they had newsprint, obviously, and that was its own thing. But, after that, Image came out, and Image started doing digital painting, and they had really thick books, and everything looked good. And then they started doing digital painting, and then like these printer or these publishers started being like, well, let's use cheaper paper and cheaper paper and cheaper paper until it got to the point where they were just using like fucking tissue paper for printing their comic books on, and it was just like a big flimsy floppy mess of nothing that the covers would tear. I mean, as I was saying, you hold the book and you kind of like just twist it a little bit, and you could fold the cover.
Oh yeah. That's real, man. Like I think that if we can do something to get it out and work on something bigger, I think we can do even better. You know what I'm saying the way we're coming out with books. I mean, I haven't came out with my prints yet, but I plan on using gloss paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could use that.
Yeah,
I like the look of matte paper for my
yeah.
interiors. I use gloss on my covers, but I like the look of matte on my interiors
Okay. Yeah.
because it kind of reminds me of that printed, just standard print look. It doesn't have that photograph look to it.
Awesome. And you know what? The reason why I would use gloss paper is to see myself in the pulse. It's all sexy. I'm just joking. But nah, man. I actually love what Image did when they came out those the thick
Mhm.
books. You know what I'm saying? But when they was doing the graphic novels, they was coming out with thicker books. I'm like, geez. Oh man. Oh man, that's I guess I gotta come out with a thicker book. But but why it's weird because why is it that when a lot of people ask you how many pages is your book, and then they hear your price, they be like, oh, that's too much for a small book, small count of pages.
There's a simple answer to that. If they think
There,
it's too expensive, then they don't have to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
true that.
Not for you.
And it's crazy, man. I got a lot of people always complaining about that. I'm like, dude, you're getting hard work and you're getting what we put out you're getting hard work.
You can always
That's
just
what you're paying for.
tell them this, be like, look, I would love to make it less than $10, but I'm not Marvel and I can't print 80,000 copies and get that price break.
Yeah, Marvel could print all kinds of shit if they want to.
Yep.
But like I said, yeah, this is weird, dude. Like, sheesh. I know this light
Well,
is
I mean,
shining, man.
everyone's out looking to save a buck, right? I mean, even when you go to the comic book store, people complain that the comics there are too expensive. You know, they're like, "Oh my god, I got to pay $4.99, $5.99, sometimes $7.99 for a comic book," right? And so that sticker shock is, a little more eye-opening when you go to a crowdfunding book and you see books that are up there for 15, 20, $30. I get it. What they don't understand is that there's a cost to put these things together. It's not cheap to hire artists, colorists, letterers. Okay. It's not cheap to print. It's certainly
Well,
not cheap printing in color and shipping.
and the printing that we do, it's premium. It's not shit printing. It's like with because we were talking earlier, the covers are thick. They've got it's almost like it's like card stock, and then the paper quality is good. It's not just some flimsy crap.
Yeah, that'll get you, man. Because I spent a lot on artists, a lot of
Right.
money.
And so those fees that you've paid to hire the talent have to be recouped. They have to be incorporated into the cost of the book. Otherwise, you're just sort of losing money, right? It's hard, being a independent comic book artist, trying to get your book out there, trying to get enough attention where you're not in debt and you're making profit. That's a hard road because of the price point of entry, right? You have to sell a lot of digital comics if you're selling them 5, 6, $8, and you have to sell a lot of hard copies at $10 to get anywhere. Assume that it costs you $3 or $4 to print a book, right? Maybe a little cheaper depending on where you go. But for me, it's after all my costs are done and taxes are in and the whole bit's about $4 a book. I'm charging $10 Canadian. That's like $8 US. I might be making $3 or $4 per single floppy. Now, that has to add up into the thousands of dollars for me to break even, right? And so, well, I mean, that's a lot of copies to sell at $4 profit to get to like 3 or 4 grand that you need just to break even. So how do you offset that? Well, you have other merchandise for sale, for one. Like Max is selling prints and poker chips and waifu pillows, and you name it. This dude's got it. But you can also sell your library of older issues to help make up for that, and you can do variant covers, which you put a nice little premium on those, depending on who the artist is and how limited you want those to be, and that brings in extra money.
Show you right, because man, dude, I spent a lot. I spent a lot of money putting my book together, man. It took me years to understand what I was doing because I went through artist after artist,
That's
colors
why
after
we
colors.
that's why we keep telling you to put it on Kickstarter. I mean, you spent all that money putting it together. You might as well try to recoup that money back.
I mean,
What's the worst that'll happen? You don't fund and you don't have to do anything else.
right,
Because you didn't
right.
fund.
I mean, I would say, well, hold on. Let's ask the people that's watching. Would y'all fund my book if I put it on Kickstarter? Hmm. I might just make a status. You damn right. I'm gonna make a status when I get off of this my life. And I want y'all, the ones Max and
Larry.
Larry to work on the status. Let's work on the status together. Let's see who will fund the book or fund the Kickstarter.
You
We'll
have a
see.
good idea of putting it out there to the world to see if there's interest, right? That's a good step. See what kind of
Hmm.
response you get. When you do it though, show some of the art. Show what it is that you got going on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely
Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm actually
put a quality post together. Don't just be like, if I made a comic book, would you fund it on Kickstarter?
Yeah, no,
Question.
you got
hey.
show some goods.
I mean, hey, everybody knows Jarhead though. Everybody
Comic
knows
books
them.
are a visual medium. Show it off.
Look,
You know?
look. You think everyone knows, but that's a bad assumption to have. I think everyone knows what Niobe is. They don't. Okay, and
I'm
we're in
surprised at how many people know who Mary Machine Gun is, because like I'll be on a show and they'll be like, "This is Max DeVille." Like, I don't know him, and like he does Mary Machine Gun. They're like, "Oh, I know that."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They won't know who's behind the character until you see one of us in person, and they're like, "Oh, you're the creator behind such and such." Duh, but I wouldn't say duh. I was like, yes, yes, I
That's
wouldn't treat him
me.
like slow. But nah, though. I think that I'm really, really putting it in my mind to do it. I just want to make sure that if people going to back, they're going to back. If they're not going to back, don't lie to me and say you're going to back it. Just say, I ain't
Well, I
got it.
Yeah,
mean,
but you're never going to get around that. You are going to have people that are going to flat
I
out.
know that.
they'll
I'm
say,
just,
they'll say,
I'm
"Yeah, I'll
just,
back it.
I know. I'm
I'll
just
back
nipping
it.
it in the bud right now. I'm just nipping
I'll
in the bud.
I'll go to your show. I'll go
I'm
to your
just nipping
show."
in the bud. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Nipping in the bud. Nah, but along with that, how many people have have enjoyed, have come to up to you in cons and showed love to Mary Machine Gun?
Um, just a few. I haven't really gone to many cons since Mary Machine Gun has kind of come out, because she launched right like a month before COVID hit. So it was a little rough because there was no conventions to be going to. I went to Planet and ran into a few people that I know that I've met online that were at Planet Comic Con, and they were like, "Oh my God, Max DeVille, Mary Machine Gun, yay!" Trish and Mike, of course, I met them. Larry, you know them. Um, you might be muted.
He might muted himself. I didn't mute him.
He boomers himself out. Um,
Hold
so
on, let me see.
you wanna take a look at this Mary Machine Gun
Yes,
Kickstarter here?
yes,
Let's
sir.
show
Let's
off some
go.
art.
Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. All right. So you asked earlier is the story so far, and this is the official line from the company. Beaten and broken after being defeated by Charlotte, Mary wakes to find herself in the hidden lair of the Valkyrie. She then begins the journey of healing and being trained in the ways of the Valkyrie. While Mary is recovering, Charlotte, determined to prove to Einar and Ophelia that she was truly destined to be the chosen one over Mary, takes over where Mary left off and hunts down the remaining members of the Wolf Pack. Buckle up for Mary Machine Gun 3. And Mary Machine Gun 3 is 36 pages of art and story. It's just that's 36 whole pages of art and story, and we don't mess around. Art and colors were by Fern Cord. Flat colors were by Carol Cord, his wife. Inking was done by Fran Cord, which is his brother. So we, as Larry likes to say, it's all about family.
Max keeps it in the family, brother.
Yeah, I do. And then it's written by me and Johnny Reed. And lettering by SK. Mary Machine Gun 3 continues the Mary and Charlotte's adventures. This issue is filled with even more twists and turns. Please check out our various covers and offerings. Any one of them will be perfect for yourself or even a gift. And here's Mary in her new outfit, her Valkyrie outfit. She's been to Asgard.
Oh shit! I like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I take it like this. I say, where do you see it? You know what I'm saying? How big do you feel Mary Machine Gun can be? Where do you see this thing going?
I mean, it could be something huge. I mean, this could be a Netflix TV show. You know, give it a few issues, let it get longer so they have more to work with, and then it could be a Netflix show. They got Warrior Nun Ariella as a Netflix show. I mean, she's not a nun. I mean, everyone thinks she's a nun because it was originally Sister Mary Machine Gun, because I was having her, she's undercover as a nun in issues 1 and 2. But that whole nun persona is dropped now. So she doesn't have any of that. This is Mary hiding out in Norway, of course, in the cave. That's where else would a Valkyrie hide out but a cave in Norway? She's basically comes with Mary. She's like, "Hey, how are you? You need to take time to heal. You're safe here." And Mary's like, "Oh my God, where's Charlotte?" And the Valkyrie's like, "You need to just rest and not worry about it." And then we cut to Charlotte, who is taking out the rest of the werewolves. Silvered daggers. Highly effective against werewolves, and you get to get up close and personal.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just
Then
like that.
She's in the judge's house because Mary had created this thing called an alpha tracker, so she could track the alpha werewolf. And this is where the alpha werewolf lives. It's the judge of the little county that this is in. Is the judge is the werewolf, and she's moving away down the hall. She decides, she sits there and she's ready to focus. She kicks open the door, pulls out her rifle, and lets that flintlock go. Boom! Shoots dude's eyeball straight out of his head. I mean, I just called in the script. I was like, shoots him in the eye. And Fernando had the eyeball coming out and the brain behind it. And he had it all.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, you crazy. But yeah, man, like this thing got to be a Netflix thing. It's got to be something with a twist to it, man. Like, I would say, put some priest up in there, have some dangerous priests popping off too. You know what I'm saying?
You'd read the first couple issues. You definitely the cardinal is a fucking weirdo. He's a sex pervert, and he's a fucking just psychopath.
And that's I guess like this is surrounded by the Catholic Church, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Catholic Church is they're involved in the sex trade in this book. So because they're always dealing with, I figured, hiding child molestation like they did, not that far away from probably being involved in the sex trade.
Right.
So
why not put it in a book,
Yeah, I mean, it gives it's not really to attack the Catholic Church. It's sort of, it attacks the Catholic Church, don't get me wrong, but it has to attack the Catholic Church because it's really there to show that an organization is corrupted. Now, like the Templar Order, it's got its own corruption inside of it, and Mary's trying to stop the corruption inside the order and restore it to its former glory. But that's like one of the themes of this book is all organizations are corrupt. Like even like the legal system in this area is corrupted by this pack of werewolves, because the werewolves were the judge, the prosecutor, the public defender, and the sheriff.
Right.
So
you got.
like, it's not in the story or anything, but it's one of those things that, like, as a writer, you create the world, even if you don't use part of it, because comic books only so long, so you can only put so much stuff in. But like, these werewolves were basically, they would trump up charges on people, get the sheriff to arrest them, give them the public defender, get them put in jail, have them sent off using the sheriff to send them off in a bus to go to the fucking prison. And then they would stop the bus halfway there, and then they'd let them all go in their chains, and then the werewolves would hunt them down.
Oh
While they were
wow.
chained and running. Now, and then no one cares and no one really thinks about it because these guys went to prison, so they're just gone. So the town doesn't think about it, and they didn't put any of this stuff into the system, so the prison's not really expecting them to show up. So it's all ties up neatly in a bow, but that's not in the story because we didn't need to explore that section of it. But it existed in the creation process. I don't know if you do that type of shit, Larry, to where you have a whole bunch.
What's that now, brother?
Where you write a bunch of shit that you don't even use. You just just to why a character's doing what he's doing or she's doing, and just you don't actually and you don't get around to using it because you've only got 28 pages or 34 pages.
I got so many notes of possible storylines or alternate storylines or things that was going to be an issue that became something else all over the place.
Because when I'm writing, I write from, I write stuff that I know, that I've seen, and you know what I'm saying, stuff that it's yeah, it takes you into a dark realm. You know what I'm saying, when you're writing about stuff that we write about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about werewolves, so I just wrote about them because I thought they were cool. I like the howling.
All right. I know about when I wrote about Marines and stuff like that. I know about Marines and everything. When I wrote about, I studied about reptilians and all that stuff. Yeah, I studied all that stuff. So I mean, that's how I knew what they looked like and how I did them. And I added a twist to the stories and everything. So yeah, it's a digger.
Cool. Now let's roll this beautiful bean footage and show off these covers. We've got standard cover A by Fern Cord, the interior artist. Atrocity Press always gives cover A to the interior artist, so you know what you're getting when you buy the book. This is Mary hanging out with Carol, the Valkyrie, as they are chilling at the Valkyrie's hideout. Cover B, pencils and inks by Mariah Benez, colors by Fern Cord. Mariah Benez, of course, is the sister of DC superstar artist, legendary artist Ed Benez, Superman, Wildcats, Justice League. What else did he do? I know for Continuity Comics, he did Sam Marie for a couple issues. That was the first thing he ever did. And then Fran Cord's Powerful Mary, looking badass with the Aurora Borealis and the magic coming around the sword. Looking sweet. With that foreshortening on there is fantastic too. Did really well. Justin Hunt's cover. He's worked with Marvel, Coffin Comics, Big Dog Inc., right, Larry?
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he came over and did this cover for us. It looks fucking badass with the explosion behind Mary, and she's in her classic outfit with a couple extra belts, which is always cool. Then we got Greg Bo Watson's cover, colored by the last one was covered by Gwen.
Gwen.
That's all you get, Gwen.
Like Gwen Stacy.
Because nobody can say her name.
Gwen Stacy.
This one is colored by Gwen as well. This one is Greg Bo Watson's cover. I love it. It's got that J. Scott Campbell Disney princess look to her face, and she's not quite as thin as a J. Scott Campbell girl.
Where are her organs?
She needs a sandwich. Now you want to talk about someone who's got some organs? Mary Machine Gun by Courtney Rose.
Every rose has its thorn. Waifu number one.
Waifu number one for Larry. This is a very thick Mary Machine Gun. Courtney likes to draw her women thick. And you can always tell it's a Courtney Rose because of the eyes.
Yep.
And then we've got Joel Souza coming in with the Bruce Timm inspired Batman-esque, the Batman the animated series adventures, or the animated series esque cover, which is super cool. I really like it. I dig it. I think it's going to do really well. I mean, Joel Souza's fantastic. And he colored it himself, so he's also a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to doing his own stuff.
Yep.
And then we got our Not Safe for Work by Mariah Benez, which is very difficult to get her to do a nude cover or a nude anything. She doesn't typically like, it's not that she doesn't like to do nude stuff. It's just she doesn't want to be pigeonholed as like the nude artist.
Right.
And that can easily happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you they got a little freak in them.
Yeah. So, and the face on this one is fantastic too. I mean, it's people have gotten they're really starting to get the faces for Mary and Charlotte down quite well. Then we've got this print, which is available. It's released because we've gone over $1,000. This comes with when you buy the Naughty book, you get this print, which is does not have the devil heads on it when you purchase it. This one is print number 2, which was released when we reached $2,000, so it is open as well. And the devil heads will also be gone, showing off the wonderful goodness, and you will enjoy yourself immensely. This is number 3, which has also been released because we have surpassed $3,000 in funding. Once again, the devil head will be removed. This is Mary on a rooftop at night, and I really love the coloring on her skin. Fernando didn't like it, but I thought it was cool.
I think it's good.
You know. And then we are currently on track to go to the next print, which is at $4,000, and this is Mary and the Valkyrie hanging out in the hot spring in Norway. We've got the Charlotte Bonaparte stand-up, which is just like that Mary stand-up behind me, except for it's Charlotte. And speaking of that Mary stand-up behind me, we're reoffering that Mary stand-up.
There you go.
And this is the Mary Machine Gun character pillow, or as a lot of people like to call them, waifu pillows.
Boom.
You can cuddle up and sleep with her. You can snuggle up and read Mary Machine Gun issues 1, 2, and 3 if you want. Hang out with Mary while you do it.
Yeah, brother.
We've got this one tier. It's one available. It's it gets your name inside the book. Judge killed in ritualistic style slaying, and you are you become the journalist that writes about Charlotte killing a judge.
I am the law.
That's right. Then we've got Team Mary, and then if you choose to be part of Team Mary Machine Gun, you get the standard cover plus one of these one of these sketch cards that are done by Magno Silva. They're all killer ones. I think my favorite one is the one up here in the top left corner. That's one of my favorites. Or the second one down here. I like this one too. And then Team Charlotte, which is winning, by the way. Team Charlotte has 2 sold, and Team Mary has 0 sold. So maybe Charlotte's going to beat Mary again. And this is the same thing. You get a standard cover, plus you get one of these cards at random. And my favorite one is obviously this one right here. The one with the buttocks. Ow, something bit me. All right, so the full Mary comes with all of our Safe for Work covers. It comes with the Charlotte stand-up. It comes with the pillowcase, and it comes with the exclusive bookmark for the Full Mary things. This time we're doing exclusive bookmarks on Full Mary. Then the Full Naughty comes with all of our covers, the Charlotte stand-up, the waifu pillowcase, and the bookmark. We've got some solid add-ons, fantastic add-ons in this campaign. Of course, we have all the covers as add-ons, so you can customize your order. But we're also offering some of the some older material again: trading card sets, Atrocity Press lapel pins, prints, and just a whole slew of Mary Machine Gun and Atrocity Press swag is waiting to be claimed. Waiting to be claimed. And the stretch goals. We hit stretch goals of $4,000, so we are on our way to our first stretch goal, which is stretch goal is trading card number 1, which these cards tell a story for this series. This is the beginning. This is Mary looking all fresh-faced and new in her, and when she first came to be part of the order. Then there is the prelude, which is when Mary and Charlotte first face off against one another. Then Mary's death, which happened at the end of book 2, when Charlotte defeated her. And then the rebirth, when she comes back from the dead because the Valkyrie didn't take her across to Valhalla.
Goddamn Valkyrie.
I know. Then after that starts at $8,000 for the stretch goal. We got poker chip number 1 with Mary on it, and then at $9,000 we got poker chip number 2 with Charlotte on it. This comic book is done, so there's no worry about, oh my God, I got my book and I funded it and it's going to take 2 years to get it. No, we fulfilled Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space. Me and Johnny fulfilled that in 1 day. Once we had the books, once we had everything, 1 day. Bagged and boarded in the morning. When Johnny was up there, he came up at 4 o'clock in the morning and bagged and boarded them all in an hour. And then I showed up at 9 o'clock and we rocked them all out for 6, 7, 8 hours straight. I can't remember how long it was.
The Zombies from Deep Space.
And of course, we print with Comics Wellspring because they kick ass.
Hey, they kick ass. I don't even know them. They kick ass.
They do kick
Well, they're our printer too. And it's where we sent young Gage the pledge to get his book.
Yep. Young Gage the Wolf. Gage the Wolf.
See? We gotta work something out, man. I gotta get mine out. Y'all just get me all pumped up, and I gotta get my stuff out.
Well,
I gotta do my thing.
You'll be surprised how many times we hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hey, you guys get me all amped up. You guys inspired, man. It's cool. It's sometimes it's like a big responsibility though. It's like, oh shit, what did we just do?
Yeah. Don't blame me, dude. I don't want to be the reason you come out and be like, if it wasn't for you making comic books, I wouldn't have tried and lost $6,000.
Right? That'd be brutal. Luckily, we haven't had that happen yet.
Yeah,
but the key to remember is there's no guarantees in anything.
Oh no, not at all. There's definitely, it's a small business, so there is risk involved. Someone might not pick up your book. You might not fund.
Yeah.
You wasted all that money. Because really, basically, what you're doing is you are creating a book on spec for the public.
Yeah.
So you just hoping that the public is gonna buy it and accept it.
What you're doing. That's why putting out that feeler to see, Daniel, if anyone's interested in your stuff is a good idea.
I know people are interested in. See me, I promote all the time, but it's just, I'm saying, I want to make sure. Just gotta make sure. Gotta be sure about it. You know what I
But you
mean?
understand there's no way you're ever going to be 100%
No.
sure.
I
But
know that. I know
you
that.
can
I'm just, I
you can
like
ask
to.
people, they're gonna lie to you every time. You're gonna ask them a question, they're gonna lie to you. You back my book? Yeah, I certainly will. Then when it comes
Yeah.
time to back it, crickets. Crickets.
I said cricket. Hey, all
I
the
need a
crickets in the
cricket
world.
soundbite on this soundboard. That's what I need.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
See, I'm trying to get
That
a.
way when Rich tells a joke, we can just hit the cricket sound effect.
Right.
I'm trying to get the intro. I'm trying to get the intro outro thing, man.
Yeah, I told him
Going.
to talk to Big Daddy Bowser to get him an intro and an outro made.
Well,
So-
I mean, he can make videos. We've already seen him do that. Why couldn't you
Yeah.
make your own intro and outro?
That was not me. That was one of my guys.
Oh, you gotta get your guys on this, brother.
Well, brother, you know what I'm saying? He did my intro video, like my theme. My Jarhead theme song. That was kick ass, but I gotta have some more stuff, you know what I'm saying? To get
Yeah.
more stuff, So
When you
I'm working
find
on
good
it.
people like that can work, do cool things like that. You want to make sure that they're around.
Oh, they're around. They're around, We always communicate, you know what I'm saying? I keep my guys tight together and always working with each other, you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Always. But nah, y'all have any questions for me? You have any questions for me, brother? Man?
No, I got it all out of me yesterday. I mean, we had you on for a few hours, so.
I mean, see, that's the thing, man. You could have talked to me about Collision of the Colossus. See, I could have said to you something like, well, Collision of the Colossus.
Yeah,
It's something like it's a bloody scene.
Well, tell me about Collision of the Colossus. I mean, is it the same character from Jarhead, right?
Yeah, it's the Jarhead. It's Jarhead and Smash X, but Smash X doesn't make an entry into book 2. He doesn't make an entry into book 2 until that scene. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then in book 3, you'll get to see him go all crazy because that would be more centered around telling who he is. You know what I'm saying? What he's going to do to help Jarhead apprehend them introduced to from getting away again. You know what I'm saying? It's a see. You know how in old comic books the villain is always getting away.
Yeah, Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Always getting away. Always getting away. You know what I'm
Escaping
saying?
Arkham. Mum-Ra.
Yeah.
Mum-Ra's always escaping his prison.
And he never he never dies. So I wanted to give it that old feel, but also give it that new, you know what I'm saying? New and improved. Kill you did, but I didn't want to just keep on bringing them back and forth, back alive, back and forth, back alive, back and forth, back alive, dead, live. No, I wanted to basically kill off something and then bring in something new. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And keep that going because you just never know. People may gravitate to a character that you know what I'm saying that you bring on. I have a character. I actually have a character called Smoke. He gets his power from smoking weed.
You smoking
And
yet?
I don't I don't smoke, but I know a good bit about it. And he gets his power from smoking weed, and he gets the weed from the heaven above, and and that is just that how he taps into his powers. I mean, I'm gonna introduce him into the Jarhead series in book 2. Hold on. I'm gonna send you a snippet of Smoke. Hold on for just a second.
You can just show us on here.
Yeah, just bring it up.
That's what I'm doing. I'm about to send it to you right now.
Oh, you don't need to send it to me. You can just show it on here.
How do I show it on here?
You're gonna hit share screen.
I don't think I have that.
Oh, are you on the phone?
Yeah, I keep telling y'all on the
Yeah,
phone.
that's right. He's on the phone, so he won't have all that shit.
Hold on,
Is
I'm gonna
that
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, Max.
All right.
all right? Send it to Max. I got a message to answer here.
See, Larry always getting in my ears. Nah, I'm not sure.
Boing.
All
Oh,
right,
damn.
hold on. There you go. Hold on,
You're
hold
sending
on.
it to Larry.
That's
No,
not
no,
me.
no, you didn't. I'm getting a message
Oh,
from Morgan Bailey that's
okay.
showing me pictures of her and Kara Nicole together.
Nice.
Because I said to her, I said, "Can you have this stuff done by June 14th?" She's like, "Oh yeah." I said, "Great." I said, "It's gonna be some epic cosplay then," because I said Max has got Kara Nicole doing Mary Machine Gun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And she's like, "You want to see something cool?" And I said, "Sure." And so she sends me a pic of the two of them together at her first convention.
Nice.
That is smoke.
Still waiting for the picture to come through. It's the thing
It
clicked
just
in, but
it just went through. You saw it. You just looking at it.
no, there's no picture.
It should be coming up now. I hate when it does that.
Yeah, I know. Pain in my ass.
Pain in your ass. Pain in my ass.
It's not sending through. It's not coming through, boss.
You said, All
Yep.
right, hold on.
I thought maybe if I type something, it might force it to pop up.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to send it to
Larry.
Larry. No.
Did you see my Neobu post, Larry?
I saw something. Girl in pigtails there. Or something?
Yeah. It's the pigtails with the skirt and the big boots and everything. And I was like, it's Neobu.
Neobu.
It's like fucking dollar store Neobi.
Yeah, I have to make like a character called Niobu. He's just like this like stalker of Niobe, you know.
She's a journalist.
So you sent me a blank message.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
I'm back. My fault. I'm back.
Yeah. But you sent me a blank message, Dan. There's nothing there.
Damn it! Why is it doing this?
I'm not sure what's going on, brother. But you know, we'll be able to check him out. Check out Smoke. Don't worry. We're gonna have lots of time.
Is he on your Facebook?
No, I didn't. I never revealed it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we won't. I don't see him. He's not popping up.
Maybe it's good that we don't reveal it yet. Maybe it's good that we don't reveal it yet because I don't want to give away too much. You know,
that's the universe telling you not to give it out yet.
See,
but man, I mean, to be honest, I mean, Larry, dude, 70 backers and $3,000 for the first 24 hours of the campaign today. I was fucking ecstatic, dude.
I know you are.
I mean, that's the most we've done by far.
I can hear it in your voice how happy you are, and I know the feeling because when I had my first moment like that, it was mind blowing, dude.
I mean,
I'm living through proxy by you right now.
Yeah, 72 backers just in day one. That's good stuff. Now, if we can just keep it up, we'll be good to go.
Well, the good stuff keeps happening. I mean, tomorrow apparently, we'll see. But I'm getting a couple confirmations that Exciting Comics number 20
coming out to stores
hits the shelf tomorrow.
Ooh,
that is featuring Niobe. The conclusion to the Birthright storyline. So anyone out there listening in the interweb, if you want to pick up my book, you can do that by going to your local comic shop and grabbing yourself a copy of Exciting Comics number 20. Get 17 to 20 if you can find them. That's what you kind of want to do. And get some Niobu in your life,
Yeah, there's some Neobu in there.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
need to
share
have
the
it.
screen with Dan so he can show the people what they're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, here. We close to it. Bloop.
Hold on. Damn it. Hold on.
Some
Shit.
Neobu in your life.
Get Niobu.
You need all the Neobu.
There you go.
Boom. So that's what you're looking for tomorrow, folks, when you go to your local comic shop.
Nice picture of Ariel there.
Yeah, done by Matt Weldon of Punchline fame. Colors by Dan the Man Olvera. And of course, this we'll have a couple other comic book stories inside too. It's an anthology series. But as you can see, we're sort of headlining this issue, and this will be the last part 4 to the Niobe birth line storyline that was reprinted by Antarctic Press. And then in July, you'll be able to buy the Niobe Origins one shot also. So that's my plug. That's what's going on.
So we came up with a new character, Larry.
We did.
It's called Titty Girl.
Is that going to be our big villain?
No, she's not a big villain. She's a good guy.
Oh, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Like
she flashes people and it makes them stupid.
No, I got ideas for this thing we were talking about this morning. Like I was like right in the middle of bed, it fucking hit me. Like I almost jumped out of bed to get you in an office. I pray to God I hope I can remember some of this stuff.
Remember it some.
Yeah. You know how many times that happens to me, right?
Well, I think we
We're at our welcome.
had so much fun.
Yeah. We're at our welcome. It's been an hour. It's time to go. Happy trails.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, Larry's got to go to work.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with work.
No, it's
Get
how
your ass to work.
pays the comic book bills, brother.
Yeah, someone's got to pay to fucking make Neobu.
Bitty bills to pay.
Many.
Bitty
Bills
bitty.
to pay.
Like Twiggy from fucking Buck Rogers, man. Fucking bitty.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yo. Oh man.
Want to dance, Buck?
You know what it'll probably do? It'll probably go through when we get off the thing.
Yeah, it'll probably all go through because you're using your phone. It's probably all spazzing out on sending stuff because you're maxing out your network chip or with StreamYards.
You're maxing out.
It's over 9,000.
I can't stand StreamYard.
All right. Well, it was nice seeing you. I need to get out of here too. Larry's got to go to work and I got to take off. So
I gotta talk to you.
yeah, we'll chat before you take off.
All right.
Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. It's been good. I'm with my main man, Max DeVille, and Larry.
LP.
LP. Hey, this is the In Your Face show. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.